Super meta, we're about to record a teardown of Loom using Loom. So I've already signed up once, but I'm going to sign up again. So this is Loom. Now, the number one observation of this homepage is the button is really big and large, and that's pretty good. So basically, if you think about what directing the user to what you want them to do, they're making it very clear that that's the button to click. So let's click it. Okay, so they're throwing me right to a sign up page. I would say normally I'd be worried about this. You basically are like going on you're messaging somebody on Bumble or Hinge once and you say, hey, do you want to go out for dinner and drinks? It's like, no, let's get to know each other first. And in fact, Twilio's came out and said that they had a nice onboarding experiment where when you add questions, you normally want to reduce friction, but when you add questions to an onboarding that makes people feel like that you're getting to know them, they increase conversion. And this could be just like, hey, look, we are going to tailor this experience to you. Or, hey, look, here's a little bit more about us. Before you continue. And this is just dropping me right into account creation. Now, the reason I'm not worried about this is because Loom is different. The likelihood that I found out about Loom through watching a Loom means that I probably understand what Loom is. So they have the benefit of being kind of more of a viral marketing exposure by which the mental model has already been created for me. So maybe people are already ready. They're coming to the site ready to create an account. If people are not coming to the site ready to create an account and already sold on Loom, I'd be nervous. Okay, so I already have some accounts here, obviously, but we'll try another one. Okay, let's try it again. Interesting. We'll pause. Okay, we'll try another way to do this. We'll say sign up through Google. Okay, here we go. We will update. Here we go. Here are the questions. Wonderful. How are you planning on using Loom? I'm planning to use it for work. What type of work do you do? I'm feeling seen. Understood. We'll say product. By the way, in a drop-down menu like that, majority of the times people are picking the first one. So Loom may think that everyone's coming here from a sales perspective, but in reality, we're just taking the path of least resistance, quickly answering the question. And so the best practice for these is to randomize the order. So not just sales is always in the front. Okay. Get ready to do my first Loom. They're giving me basically directions here. I love that this is kind of like a list here. I think if we were to redo it, we may do things like error messages. So like you kind of can't use Loom unless these things are done. And it may make you it's not really a marketing thing. It's not trying to convince you to download the app. It actually just doesn't work unless you do it. I think people tend to be kind of skeptical of marketing emails. In fact, there has been some nice research around how would you get, if you're the government, to get people to do things. And, you can imagine some consultants came in and said, make your marketing emails more pretty, government. And they did this. They made them, have more visuals and more HTML design. They found that it decreased conversion. You're trying to sell people too much on something, and people expected and had a mental model of the government that this is just about a transactional arrangement, that you're trying to tell me what to do. And so there is generally maybe a skepticism to a marketing language, and the consideration here could this just be more transactional? This is literally just the first thing you're doing. So I'm going to click it. I love this. Key behavior, start recording, try it out, go. Wonder what it's going to do because we're already recording a Loom. Oh my gosh, there's two Looms going on. But this is really nice because it immediately says start recording, and that's our key behavior. So I think we're not gonna hit it, and the whole world could collapse as we do that. So we got through the first step, and we'll continue. Okay, in this Loom teardown video, we're gonna cover onboarding for new users, and we're gonna cover the upgrade flow. So first, onboarding for new users. The goal for onboarding is to get me time to value to be the fastest possible. So for Loom, what do they want me to do? They want me to record a video because that's going to get my value from what I think I'm getting from the product. And so they are doing okay. So one great clear call to action to send an invite would probably replace that. And I've seen other versions of this homepage where they do replace it with a big button to say record a video. That's the number one thing you want me to do as a new user. I've obviously already recorded 18 videos. So it's possible that they have that record a video for other new users. And that's really their goal. How quickly can they get me to do that? The second thing about this homepage is that it's anchoring me on different types of ways I could use Loom. That's called a mental model. They're giving me a mental model and trying to expand my mental model of how I can use it. Introduction, sales demos, feedback. Very nice. This is great. If I were to improve it, there's two things we'd focus on. Number one is measuring me on this. So if you imagine, you could say like, check, you've done introductions. Check, you've done a sales demo. Oh, not complete. Haven't done a sales demo. And this calls my attention to ways I could further use Loom and gets me to think I'm underutilizing the product, that it could be used for more. The second thing I would do is really put this kind of in line with the calls to action. So you can imagine having a thing that says create a sales demo, record video. And this is a carousel, it's education. You want to pair education with the action. So even if you have the same links that says record video, record sales demo, record intro, you're really giving people the idea that there is still something left for them to do. And they, are clicking right from the education into the action that you're trying to drive. So that's the onboarding. For the upgrading. So I'm 18 to 25 videos. At 25, I get kicked out. I can't do it anymore. Except the funny thing is I got to 25 and Loom gave me the idea. To say, look, you could upgrade or you could just go delete videos. And so I got back to 18 by deleting videos. So I'd imagine not to self-sabotage yourself, Loom. Don't give people the idea to go back and delete videos. They wouldn't have thought of that themselves. When I do click to upgrade, I see that there's another way to get me to upgrade, and that's the limited recording. So I'm talking really quickly right now because I have to get under the 5 minutes. If you're in the free version, you get 25 videos in 5 minutes. And so that is going to probably push people to upgrade. I really like the 5-minute limit. It really kind of, for people who are taking this seriously, you will likely want to upgrade. Okay. Another way that they could do, by the way, upgrades is actually something that Tinder has done a lot, something that Gas has done a lot, is curiosity. So I don't know who likes me at Gas, and I'm going to pay Gas money. Gas is the social media or social app. It asks you questions, and then it reveals who likes you. Tinder, same thing. The number one way to get people to pay for Tinder Premium is to give them curiosity. They pay for who actually likes them to see that information. So here it could be the same thing. Right now it seems like they're giving away insights for free. You could imagine a world where they say, if you want to see how many people viewed it, if you want to see who viewed it, you have to pay to get to the premium model. And that is for, again, people who are taking it seriously, using it for their business, probably a very interesting value. So for this lineup, I really like this thing. You've got 3 options, the free, your current plan, and then the thing that they do really well is say most popular. And we've seen lineups where people don't actually kind of point, say recommended or most popular. This actually does help people make a decision. They're also leveraging compromise effect. It's the one in the middle. We can click contact sales. I'm kind of torn on some of this. It's nice that you could submit to contact sales. The reality is people may be ready to buy today. And if they have to contact sales and wait for somebody to respond to them, you may lose their motivation. So I would also test out a phone number during business hours and see if you can catch more people in the conversion flow, to do this. Obviously an ops challenge as well. Okay. So I will now click upgrade now. Wonderful. Okay, so sticker shock. Oh my gosh, $150. I thought it was going to be $12 a month. Obviously that's correct. It's billing annual, but the sticker shock on payment pages usually increases drop off. Would really try to figure out, test if, you can get more conversion by just defaulting to billed monthly. Obviously not great for their revenue lock-in, but could actually drive more conversion on this page. And then probably would increase the social proof on this page because you're really pushing people into a high cost. Yes, this is a payment page. It should be streamlined, but you got to tell me that other people like Loom to make sure that I'm not making a bad decision by spending $150 on this recording software. Okay, there we go.